unexpected tragedies will strike at unexpected times. When the warning comes, when the siren goes off, when the fire gets close, how will you respond? That may be a fear of every family, every household, and every church. You may have a personal safety plan, but did you know that there's a church organization that is planning what to do after the disaster strikes? Soon after the Dorcas Society started, the men of the church also wanted to be involved in community outreach. And so a co-ed organization was created that was eventually called Health and Welfare Services. In 1956, this was renamed Seventh-day Adventist Welfare Service, or SAWS. This agency eventually developed into an organization for the international community known as ADRA, Adventist Development and Relief Agency. And in North America, these services were known by the common name of Adventist Community Services. Many churches across the conference organized various ministries to provide this type of community support. For instance, in 1952, the Macon Church opened a welfare center, and a similar center opened in Chattanooga that same year. A few years later, Rome, Georgia, opened a center for the welfare of their community. Because of our location in the southern part of the United States, Georgia-Cumberland Conference is often the target of a variety of natural disasters, including floods, tornadoes, and hurricanes. These disasters can be devastating to families, churches, and entire communities. Some of our local schools, such as Southern Adventist University, Georgia-Cumberland Academy, and Collegedale Academy, often send teams to help with community needs after such a localized disaster. With this community welfare background, it was in 1995 that a new organization was formed, specifically for South Georgia. After floods swept through South Georgia in 1994, Carolyn and Hugh Lipscomb organized a branch of Adventist Community Services for South Georgia. It started with only 2 employees, the Lipscombs themselves, but could really only function with the volunteer hours of so many members from the area participating churches. Opportunities to support communities after disasters arrived almost immediately. From the beginning, the group has been willing to offer assistance to those impacted by these disasters, even in other states. After Hurricane Opal in 1996, the Lipscombs traveled to Pensacola and Panama City, Florida, to help recovery efforts. 1998 saw more floods in South Georgia. Tornadoes struck Vienna, Georgia in 1999. But disaster recovery is not all that this organization is involved in. They are the only mobile, rural ACS agency in North America, serving 97 counties across Central and South Georgia. This work has provided them opportunities to lead trainings designed to teach literacy classes and to organize health screenings in the many community festivals across the miles of South Georgia. By 2011, they were conducting over 1,500 health screenings per year. These screenings included blood pressures, testing for blood glucose and cholesterol levels, as well as several other health screens. This mobile ACS unit screens in many places across Georgia, from the Peanut Festival in Humble Plains to the largest screening audience at the Agricultural Sunbelt Expo in Moultrie. While most health screenings just give a general snapshot of health, they have also come across people in serious health crisis, such as dangerous blood glucose levels, and have been able to help them get the immediate medical assistance that was needed. ACS South Georgia is also very involved in food distribution in these poverty-stricken counties, especially providing nourishment for senior citizens. Because the Lipscombs noticed a gap in this area, they started a program called Food Bags for the Elderly. Today, under the continuing leadership of Joseph Sliker, ACS South Georgia distributes over 18,000 pounds of food every other month to counties across the southern part of Georgia. None of these services would be able to happen without the many volunteers from churches across South Georgia. Luis Biazotto, the Georgia-Cumberland Conference ACS director, says,
"Serving the community in Christ's name is the heartbeat of Adventist Community Services in the Georgia-Cumberland Conference. With 93 churches actively engaged, we are distributing food, feeding seniors, providing clothing to those in need, supporting the homeless, offering disaster relief to communities in crisis, and more. Every act of service is an opportunity to reflect Christ's love, bringing hope and transformation to those who need it most. Together, we can be the hands and feet of Jesus, making a lasting impact in our communities."
In a parable in Matthew 25, Jesus says, "For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." And when the people questioned him, he said, "Inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these, my brethren, you did it to me." How can you be the church and meet the needs in your community? How can you treat other people the way you would treat Jesus?